Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today I'm gonna show off some old footage, some of my earliest stuff. So I apologize if it's a little disjointed. I did dig up a silver coin in this episode that I lost some of the early footage of me digging out of the ground, but I'll still show it to you guys and we'll go from there. Thank you so much. Well, this ring was not very deep. It rang up just like a quarter. It was only probably about an inch down. Fear not. It's pretty cool. It's a kid's ring. Silver though, almost certainly. I'm sure it's marked in some way. 925. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting to find any silver today, but thankfully I got out here and got a little piece of silver. So, haven't found much yet so far today. I have dug up two clad dimes, a zinc penny, actually 2 zinc pennies and some trash. So this is my first quarter signal and it was a good one. That's awesome. Let's keep searching. So here she is, still in situ. Like I said, it is, looks to be a rosy dime. I think it's a 60s. Yes, sir. Little Roosevelt dime. Let's clean it up a little bit and see what we have. I was also going to mention, a lot of people use little spray bottles. I use one of these just because I like these little Kool-Aid jammers. And actually they work pretty well for dispensing some water. So I'll clean it up. We'll get a closer look at what we have here. There you go. Kind of cleaned it up pretty well. Oh no, there's a scratch on my dime. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's not coming through. I got a big scratch right in the middle of my dime. I must have hit it, unfortunately. Thankfully it's just a 64, it looks like. Most common year for rosies. But it's not a bad little find. A second piece of silver. Yeah, I nicked it, unfortunately. I didn't think I did, but I think I must have hit it somehow. I know I'm going to get comments about rubbing it, but it's nothing too special. Just a 64 Roosevelt dime. Let's see if it's got a mint mark. I don't see one. It'd be right there. So, all right, that's pretty sweet. 2 pieces of silver today. We haven't found much change. I've only got 1 quarter, or I think 2 dimes, and a couple, about 5 or 6 pennies. So, very good. Let's keep hunting. Well, I thought this was going to be silver too. It was ringing up 88, 89, and it's not. It's just a clad quarter. It was way down there. It was probably about 5 or 6 inches down. I think it's a 1977, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 79. One of the two. Either way, it's just a quarter. So it was way down there. I think it was sitting right there. So, all right, let's keep hunting. All right, you guys, you ready for one of the stranger things I found in a while? I just got a big quarter signal and popped this out. It's a big Star Wars Chewbacca head. That's kind of different. It's pretty large too. So I guess it's a product of Disney, which is kind of cool, but very unusual. One of the last things I was expecting to find. All right, kind of different. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find something else before it gets too dark. So as I said, I think I've got a Showbiz Pizza token. I found these before. I believe there was a Showbiz Pizza in town, not far from here. So it's always kind of fun finding these older tokens. It's probably 20 or 30 years old, so it's not a real old token, but kind of cool. Let's keep hunting, find something else cool. Come for the pizza, stay for the fun. All right, let's keep on. Well, wouldn't you know it, I got an identical signal right next to the last token, and I just dug up another Showbiz Pizza token. Not a bad find. I'd rather dig this up than a zinc penny, so let's keep hunting around. Maybe we'll find something else kind of neat. Well, I just got my first key for this trip. Looks like we got a little Chrysler key, I think. Not sure what kind of vehicle this would be for, but not a bad little find. Yeah, I think there's the Chrysler emblem right there. Kind of cool. I will throw that in my bag and we'll keep hunting. All right, so here's a good example of digging it all. I just got an ugly signal, like a zinc penny signal, like 75, 76, and I was expecting it to be such, but actually it was a weird combination of coins sitting on top of one another. You can see where they were kind of stuck together. A dime and a nickel sitting in the same hole, so that's not too bad. It's better than finding a rotten old penny, so very good. Let's keep looking. All right. Another thing that I find all the time are dog tags. Not the military kind, but the animal kind. I don't really want to show exactly where I'm digging at, what community, but here's the backs of them. I find these things all the time. It's pretty common for me to find 3 or 4 in a week. So I've got about 100 sitting around the house right now. So kind of cool, but unfortunate for some pet owner. All right, let's keep looking. Well, here's kind of a funny thing that I've found before. These graduation pins. I guess they would be for like a graduation cap. This one's from 2003, obviously. And I found them before, like I said. They're pretty cheap metal. I think they're just like plated zinc, kind of like a pot metal, but they're always kind of fun to find. You kind of date the find. So this one was about 1.5 inches down, and it kind of makes sense for the age of it. Let's keep hunting. All right, guys, I thought I had a piece of silver here, but unfortunately it looks like I just have like a stainless steel or maybe a copper-coated watch face. Dang, I saw the edge of that and thought I had something silver, like a silver ring or something. It was ringing up well. It's ringing up like a penny dime kind of signal, but nothing great. Let's keep hunting. Well, wouldn't you know it, here's another one. I just popped this out of the hole. It's still in the roots, it's just below the grass layer. We got another Cub Scout neckerchief. Like I said, I find these very, very regularly. This one looks like it's a bear cub. So, all right, let's keep hunting around. Maybe we'll find something else today. The weather's pretty nice, thankfully. But yeah, it's not too bad of a find. Well, unfortunately, it's time to go home. Here's my last find for the night. Little Cub Scout neckerchief slide. We had a lot of fun today, found a little bit of change. We'll do a wrap up eventually, but yeah, 2 pieces of silver tonight is not too bad. Unfortunately, I gotta go home and get ready for work. I work the night shift, so. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back at it. Thanks, bye. Well, we managed to find a couple cool things this week. Let's start off kind of down here. We got a little Mountain Dew cap. These are always kind of fun to pull out of the ground. There's that piece of a watch. There's that graduation cap emblem. Here's the 2 Showbiz pizza tokens. I later found out that this became Chuck E. Cheese. That kind of makes sense. This was popular like in the 70s and 80s. They kind of had those god-awful animatronic animals, just like a lot of those kiddie pizza places back then. Got 2 keys this week. Not too bad. I didn't get this one on video, but it was one of my last finds out digging. Got a little bit of copper and brass. Got a copper pipe and a little piece of copper sheeting. It was way down in the ground. Got some change. Looks like a lot of change, but there's a lot of zinc pennies in there, which I'll take. But they're kind of disappointing. They don't survive in the ground very well. You know, stuff like this. It really doesn't have much value, even after I clean it. Here's another piece of copper that I found. It's all crumpled up in the grass. I think it was an art project or something. But I'll recycle that too. Here's a really weird thing I found too. This was one of my first finds a couple days ago. I thought for sure at first this was a piece of coal or something when I was digging. I had a real high signal, and I pulled this out of the ground, And I thought, that surely that can't be it. But I picked it up and it had some weight to it. And I actually filed a little piece of it. And it's brass. It's some sort of brass or bronze piece of metal. Very different. You don't find stuff like this all the time here in Missouri. So I don't know what to think of it. But it did shine up pretty well when I scraped it with the file. So if nothing else, I'll recycle that too. What else do we have here? We got those dog tags, of course. A couple dog tags. Got a toy car. It's seen better days. Volkswagen. 2001 Mattel. I'll take that. The two neckerchief slides. I think Bear Scout and one of the Cub Scout slides. There's Chewbacca. You know, a lot of people go out and they detect, but not everybody finds a Wookie. So I'll take that. Certainly a different kind of find. That thing is heavy too. It's got some weight to it. I actually looked it up. It's a piece of a necklace, or actually a like a watch fob kind of thing, a keychain. So it's a little neat. And then of course, before we end the video, we got to talk about the silver we found. We got this little Fear Not kids ring, 925. Not a bad thing to dig out of the ground. And then we've got a silver coin this week. This is my 10th silver coin of the year. So, like I was saying, it's a Philadelphia 1964 Roosevelt dime. Pretty sweet. I'm certainly happy with that. Unfortunately, like I said, I believe I nicked it, which I almost can't believe, but somehow or another I managed to hit it right in the middle. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll go back at it next week and find some other cool finds. Please take all your trash with you. Make sure that you dig all those bad signals. Some of those junk signals are actually good things in the ground. So thanks again for watching. Have a good week.